Hello and welcome. Yes, I'm sort of quite happy with this because I've got to be honest, this is really quite tough. It is the hard economy side, but not just the hard economy side. I personally think that the 100,000 new farmer start is dead based upon this game and how much things are. Now, there are a few items that are reasonable, that I'm definitely going to say, but there are also an awful lot that are like 750,000 for a harvester and things like that. You can hardly buy anything on a new farmer start with 100,000. You could, yeah, you're just stuck at that. Fields you can buy. The field prices are quite reasonable on all of the maps, but I've got to be honest. Is that it is? It's hovering over nothing, isn't it? It's just sort of built the field slightly wrong when it did it, and we've not had anything to do with that. So, right, well, we are on Hutan Pantai, so enough of the Spartan. I do really think I feel a little bit better because I thought, 750,000. I thought that, yeah, but you could get a better generator for 30 grand on FS22, and I've spent 750,000 to do not even as good. So we've never seen anything like what it said its top line was. So whether it does half it and then half it again, so because we have seen close to 18. So if 68 was the best and you halved it, that would be 34. And if you half that, it'd be 17. So if it is working that way, then we've seen that quite frequently and it's not far off right. In which case, it's not really a fantastic generator. I mean, on hard economy. So I feel quite justified that if we'd have gone for anything else, we would have earned an absolute pittance. So yeah, if I think I know it used to work like that with giants. It used to show a little diagram actually, but I don't know that it does anymore. But it still is. I think it's the last one. Can you go the left way as well? You can. Yeah, it used to show like yeah, the three different sort of things and the three different, but it doesn't show that anymore. But based upon what we've seen, we've never seen anything higher than about 18, 19,000. I don't think. So it'd be interesting to see as the months go by what we actually do. Now we've done everything. We've got 100 fertilizer. We've got planted long grain rice again. It's growing. We've seen all of this. So really, there's absolutely nothing left to do but to go through. Now all of our products are doing quite nicely. Yeah, and they're definitely doing it. Otherwise, we wouldn't be seeing what we're seeing. Now, yeah. I mean, but it was quite a poor for us. It was quite poor. I mean, yeah, sort of almost 10 tons 5 and 4 tons between the two. It really was quite poor, but the entire and that's I suppose my point. That was a start, but it is as I also said, it's humble beginnings. I've got to remember where where the sleep trigger is because I've switched them off. Right, so we want to go. It is 8 o'clock as well. Now I'm hoping that we can buy another field, but I'm not sure about the cotton field. That seems a bit. Yeah, because we've got then lease expensive equipment, but you could sell cotton for quite a bit, even on hard economy. It's not terrible. So we would break more than even. Oh, my life, 8,000. Gordon Bennett. That's not enough, is it? Now then, we've got to look for when it sprouts, the green sprouts. Then we've got to flood the field. I think it's today. I'm sure it was only May. Yeah, this is it. You've got to wait for this and then it's flooding. So I believe we need to switch this on so we can press the interact. And then we need to flood, which we have to flood. And then we get that beautiful. Well, it sort of switched itself off. Yeah, I mean we. So there's nothing we can do. We've got 140,000. We have obviously, yeah, that's really what sort of really did it for me. 381,000 at pretty much half price. 750 odd thousand for a harvester. This game is sort of like exponentially jumped up, but you still expect it to have 100,000 new farmers start. I think even Giants recognise that it is sort of dead. But if you really wanted a real challenge, or you wanted to do it on easy, you may stand a chance. Yeah, that's true. Which it was designed for that. But like for those who want a bit of more of a challenge, then really it's not. Yeah, you don't want to be doing that. So yeah, that's all that's left. So 140,000. I think we realised. Yeah, the the one that we would, if we was hiring a harvester this year, I'm hoping to go into short grain, but we then need to be able to afford a really expensive harvester or to lease a really expensive harvester. But the thing is, it's no good doing that little field and spending 40,000 on a harvester because we're not going to make it back. We need to have gone bigger. So we need to have done something, either buy another field and make that into rice, even if it was long grain rice, to then eventually go into short grain rice. It's a matter of, yeah, cost. So 24. How much is 24 right next door to us? I don't think we actually looked at that one, did we? Yeah, farmland. We looked at 26. Ooh, we did. It is, I believe, though, that looks very much like that sugar beet. So we again need a special harvest. 25. Ooh, now that looks very much like wheat. That we could afford with 20 grand spare. Let's do it. Yeah, we've got to branch out a little bit. So we need to. We haven't got any narrows yet, have we? We need to fertilise that. And has it got weeds? Yeah, now that it's ours. Let's have a look. What do we need to do? Yeah, so it's growing well. In fact, it's very, very close to being the dark green. Oh, it needs ploughing. Oh, that's annoying. So we're going to take a big hit. No weeds, though. It doesn't need liming either, although you've got to switch these off. It's fully fertilised. Doesn't need liming. Needs ploughing at the end. We can't do it now. So really, we've got absolutely no work to do at all on any of our fields because that's been flooded. We've fully fertilised it. That's fully fertilised. It needs ploughing. We're going to take a big hit. But so we also, yeah, there's going to be, yeah, so we really need, yeah, our selling of things. That's what we really need to be looking at. So we're selling rice oil, which is R. Can't remember what it said. I've only looked at it once. So rice oil is June. I thought it was June. So it's 1 month off. So what is the price now? Because we all know sometimes it reaches. The restaurant is giving 2003 now. The Goldcrest Valley is 2054. I think if we go one more month, we might miss it or we might make it. We literally got nothing else to do because the kind farmer who we bought the field from has actually done for once. It's not a lazy farmer. So then, yeah, this is the time that we sell our oil. We haven't got a lot, but this is really what I'm trying to emphasize. Yeah, with what we've done and how slow and all the rest of it. And yeah, bread is December, January. Right, oh, now that's a bit more like it. It is. Not that I think we'll be able to afford. Oh, it's a shame about the DeWolf. Did Have we already got one of that? No, I'm thinking of, I was saying this on, obviously I'm doing both maps. We've got that on, no, we haven't. We almost got it on that. Yeah, we haven't got it. So that is, let's have a look. Yeah, we've got, it's the Crampy. That's what I was trying to look for. So vehicles. Why do I lose this when I go into that page? You go into the opposite thing. Now, I don't understand quite how the Crampy. No, that's right. We have got. That's the only Crampy we've got. So yeah, so it switches, doesn't it, to the other side. We are going to buy that. We've got a lorry. Yeah, it's true. We have. We don't need it. Yeah, it's all right. It's weird. I'm getting my wires crossed between the two Let's Play. So it is June. We should now see that our price of our is no, it is this one. It's just it looks all wrong. It's no, I am even on the right one. It confuses me that the way that it goes across now. Yeah, I'm a bit tired if I'm honest. I think that's the main. So right now the rice oil is worth 2127 at the restaurant. So if we sell it now, we're going to save the game because this is the all important thing that all of us have got to learn really, and that is, yeah, it was the one down actually. I've gone the wrong way. Now I think I don't know if this is a global setting, but we need to check. I've got 15 minutes. I'm switching the autosave on because yes, lost my mouse as well. Yeah, it still does that between the two games, right? So game settings. We're switching this on because the game is volatile. I already lost one session, so yeah, we will do that. So I'll go back to what I was explaining now. Then this is a really important thing to see. Now I worked this out very early on, and it's actually something that not many people did work out. So for once, credit to me. What normally happens was that you get an average of however many sell points there are. So that means that it would average all three prices. So I'm going to get something like, they say, 296. If that's right, this is really well worth by going to selling from our production on the oil mill. We've only got 1181. So that's only just over 1,000 litres. So that means we're only going to work. Oh my life, this is terrible. Really? It is awful, isn't it, really? 2,000 is our year's work. We're going to earn 2,000. I mean, not only that, we've got the bakery as well, but that's not going to be that much better. We've not even got 1,000 litres. And we're right down to 891 litres. Talk about. Yeah, and that's done as well. This is awful, isn't it? I'm going to make 2,000 for a year's work. Right, okay, let's put it on selling and just show that is exactly what's going to happen. So we need to click on it, change output, selling, exactly. Right, in 1 hour at 9 o'clock, we'll get 2,000, so it's nearly 45. We should get 47,000 if my calculations are right. If I get any less, then I really want to give up farming. Really. See, all my life, won't that show it? Right, okay, we need to say, change output now to storing again. Oh my life. How much? I'm trying to look at the statistics because that should tell us, the finances should tell us exactly how much we just got. Sold products. We made in the month of June 6,040. We are on 44,000. We got 1,000 something. So how come it's saying we made 6,109? That's property income. Production costs. Where am I looking in the right thing? Production costs. Sold products. 0. Hang on a minute. We got nothing. Has it not taken it away? Oh, okay. Well, we were on. So can you not do that anymore then, where you've got to physically take that, because that should be storing. I mean, that's in the internal storage. So is that now not a thing? It's not a problem. We've got a. Yeah, okay, let's do it. Let's grab this, stick it on the trailer and take it to the restaurant. Let's go old school, being as it seems that we also need to adjust that in a little. Quite a lot, actually. Yeah, so we don't really need, we want the fastest vehicle we've got. So it looks like, even though it says selling, that either something's wrong, or it could be that the times are all like the old school times selling it. It's uneven ground in it. Right, this is where I really missed the big back handler. So we want the fastest big we've got, which I would say is probably truck, but I'm not sure it can take that. So well, I suppose our generator probably does like an hourly thing as well. Thinking about it. Right. Okay. So I would. Yeah, the truck. Yeah, it's not going to work, is it? So then, the fastest tractor we've got. I'm not sure. I would say it's the smaller one. So we want to know where the restaurant is. Venus, we've got to go. That is strange. I mean, I can't imagine giants. Well, it says selling. Why did it not sell? I mean, again, this is the very first time in the map that I've ever tried to do that. So there could be new rules, and that's again what we all know. This is a voyage of discovery to begin with. So we really want to see where is the restaurant. We want to. Can we just click that and it tags? Okay, so you can't tag from there. That's yeah. Well, you used to be able to do that on. Yeah, there's no right-click menu. You can't click the icon, which is a bit of a sell by. No, I'm not missing anything. So then we need to be looking for the restaurant on the map. We need to go old school. It's sell points. Now, the one thing I do, one of the things, I won't say the one thing, that I do love that Giants have done is this colouring and making the icons. Yeah, because the factories, I always struggled because the colours were the same. Now, the factories look like factories, and the sell points are the purpley things. So, restaurant, I'd imagine, would be in a town if it's got any sense, because that's like what you would have in a town, surely. Dairy, spinnery, harbour grain elevator, warehouse. Okay, so it's not in the town. Oh my life. Okay, I want to tag it. It's behind the shop though, so I think we're alright. Right, okay, let's crack on. Right. It's June. When is our field ready? I'm trying to avoid you. So our field is the next one. Oh, now I had one of them go wrong, so it's the field right next to us. No, actually, is that robbed us? Hang on, are we? What colour are we? Oh, on certain things you've got no colour. Right, well, I like that. 1126. So, yeah, this is. I think, yeah, it's just the weight of the trailer. I'd say, yeah, it's building up. So 1,000 litres is at, the oddments obviously we're not allowed to sell, they won't sell, you can't actually do. So I've got to be honest, it's pretty pants. It really is sort of quite terrible. I mean, when I consider selling 10 tonnes would have been 5,000, we're selling I suppose you can't quite say that. Yeah, the others you're going to have. Yeah, but it's sort of frittered away. We've got 1 tonne of. Yeah, we've got 1 tonne of bread, which is another 2 grand. So we're going to earn 4 grand, which is 1,000 less than if we just sold products. The only thing we're doing well at is because we've got a generator that's good. And that's shocking. I mean, it's not a very good thing. Oh, well, it's not. Yeah, it's the beginning. It is the beginning. You've got to yeah. You don't start off being brilliant, do you? Nobody does. Yeah, I mean, it's humble beginnings. We did say that. We've got like a little bit of oil. It's all a learning curve as well. It's learning. You learn hard lessons from these failures. Really, you think, oh my life, that's a bad move. I should have done this instead. It's a bit steep. What I'm still indicating. What are we doing again now? Yeah, it is. It's And the other thing is I've chosen to go on hard economy. I sort of deliberately made it hard for myself. We would be earning double that. It still would be terrible though, I've got to be honest. Even on normal economy, I did think I was a bit of a nutter for going on. I did think I was a nutter. Oh, I'm beginning to seriously think that I really was. Yeah. But I think the prices of things is what's really showed me that, yeah, really, I do love the building styles though. Very nice and really pretty ornaments in that as well. So we're struggling a bit though, it's a bit severe. Gordon Bennett. Oh my life. This is... Wow. Please tell me there's a road that leads to the top of the restaurant. This reminds me of another map. Reminds me very much of the German map, whose name escapes me, but we all know what I'm on about. Yeah, the restaurant on the top of the mountain. There's a castle and as well. Oh my life. Right, well, we're nearly there. Go back down as well. Are there any collectibles on this map? Right, okay, so I presume. Let's look, let's see how much. 2,116. So we were right. Now then, how on earth am I to turn around with this? Luckily, all the cars don't seem to. Wow, you can hear monkeys and everything. Oh, that was not as bad as you thought. You were exactly right, really, with your. I was for once right about the amounts. It's beautiful. I've got to be honest. I am actually quite grateful for the fact we've come up here now. It is beautiful. Oh, and the sound of running water. Gorgeous. It's real eye candy, isn't it? Is there any? Does that road? On the right of us, where does that go? Oh, we can go this way. Yeah, I'm not sure about collectibles. I don't like to pay attention to that type of thing, really. If I see like a golden apple, like on Sri Lanka, I sort of guessed it was a, you know, like something that we, and obviously the one I saw on the American map, Riverbend Springs, I've got one, but I didn't really see it, and I've not gone back to the. Oh my life, let's just pause for one moment and make sure the handbrake's on. And just, you know, like, ooh, okay, that was a bit scary. That's not really there. Okay, Giants, please fix the rocks. Surely you expected people to stand on the rocks. Surely that would be a natural thing to do. Right, so we can sort of survey. In the distance, you can't quite make out our thing, but we're roughly over that way-ish. We might be behind that. I'm surprised we can't see it, actually. Because it is fairly hefty. Unless I'm looking in the wrong direction. We are a long way away, really. Yeah, we're looking a bit more to the right. Like over there. And we're a bit behind there. So the best you could see would be the turning, which I think at this distance you wouldn't be able to see, but we're pretty much there. Yeah, it's amazing. Apart from the rocks being not really there, that was a bit of a downer. Right, we're holding the traffic up. Let's skedaddle. Yeah, there are some weird things. It is a beautiful game. Giants have done very well, but as to be expected at the big release of any brand new game, there are glitches of such a caliber that yeah, it crushed the engine on Riverbend Springs. I thought it was just a minor glitch, but then it sort of carried on, and then it like literally, I think we should be able to sort of. I'm not sure where I think I am. Yeah, no, we are. I am wrong. Yeah, this is fast. It's just it was pulling that bit of. Yeah, so we've got to do the same for bread. We might all discover exactly what the problem is and why I couldn't sell and things like that, or whether it was a glitch, whether certain things aren't working right at the minute as well. Did we grab a little bit of something from here? We've not got much room, have we, though? Yeah, the other thing that is a bit confusing is my Great Plains, has this got like a fertiliser section? Because I thought, oh no, it hasn't, as it's just seeds. It's alright, I saw it on, obviously we've got that exact one on Riverbend Springs, and I swore that it had got a fertiliser section, but I can see quite plainly that it hasn't. So I was mistaken. Well, the glare off that is a bit. And I was looking in the right direction then, really. Just too far away. Ooh, damage. One of these is very badly damaged. Yeah, we should have gone to the shop, shouldn't we? I've like literally gone too far now. Yeah, would like to get some, you know, like some traction in the session. Get right the way to harvest time. So far, if it weren't for the generator, we would have earned a grand total of 2,000, which has taken us a year to earn. That's not profit. We obviously did the seeding, although I suppose you can never really include all things like that. There's always expenditure, and we've survived the expenditure and we've grown, so the end product cost gave us 2,000. Looks a bigger field than it actually is when you start harvesting that. Right, well at least we found a good harvester for harvesting. Yeah, we know that it's quite reasonable to hire, so... Is that... Hang on a minute, when did that arrive? And it didn't show that. Oh, this is confusing. It really is. So now it's showing that we've got more rice oil. It says 181 litres out of 5,000. I think, yeah, but... Right, let's stick it on selling then, because we've made the 2,000. I thought actually then that we are going to make far more money. So if that is the case, let's change that to selling again and see at what point we actually get that 2,000 or whatever. 47,756. It seems that we actually make a bit of money on the hour, which I presume is our generator earning a 24th of the yeah, how much we do. So we suppose we could. It'll still tell us sold products though, if we go through on this. I think. But we can't really hang around forever, really, because it may or may not work. So let's go through till July morning, because we can see that the crops are not ready and we have done all of the work. Yeah, so our field is sort of the next, not the one to the left, but the one that you can just see is green over there. At least we have expanded that, and we're still not doing too terribly badly already. Yeah, it seemed that the water switched itself off. We didn't stop the water. On the month of harvest, there was just a bit of automation where the game, which I found a little bit like that with grapes and olives as well. Right, it is 12,428, and Didn't. Oh, we could look at our. Now, has it taken those rice away? That's the real question. Or do you have to physically take the things? Have the giants done away with the cell from your production? It appears so. They are not selling, or it's a fault, as in like it's not working. Right, okay, so are they still worth quite a bit? Because we're going to have to take them now, aren't we? Even if that's all we do. We're 1928, 1934. The rest, Goldcrest Valley is marginally. It's a farmer's market for 4. Ah, now we can tag it. We couldn't tag the other one. This wasn't here. Right, farmer's market. I don't think that's that far. It's in town. Right, okay, let's grab this. Let's make all of the money we can. And I think I would say that our field looks like it's ready. Now then, the one thing I'm going to say is if we switch that off and we go to this, we should see it's ready to harvest. But I'm hoping, I can't remember, it's August. I don't think we can, yeah, when is wheat's last harvest? Because that's really August, and our rice is ready in August. No, long grain is September. So we can't do it. We're going to have to lease twice. Right, okay, well, 2 jobs we've got to do then, and most important is to get the harvest. So really this takes a back step now. Let's think this, yeah, in fact that is true. We need to grab we need to grab a harvester. And there is an agrifac and a ravage. What are you? Ooh, they've hopefully fixed this at some point. What on earth are you? Oh, it's a bale stripper. Yeah, one of the straw bales and use them to cover the ground of an animal husbandry with straw. Wow. I wouldn't like to pay the full price. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's really, yeah, expensive when you consider that's on offer. So right, we want to be going to. Yeah, we're gonna go for exactly the same harvester we did last year, which is the basic harvester, really. I'm gonna lease you. We do indeed, yes. Oh my life. It's a little bit slow. And we want, it is a normal header. Now we know from experience, being as we did this last year, that we can actually grab the bigger header. That one there. No, it's bigger than that. No, it was. It was a 7.6. It's got to be 25 footer. So it wasn't that much bigger, really. So it's not surprising that that actually worked. I could have sworn it was bigger. No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was that one, definitely. So we want to lease that too. Yes. And we will go grab that and stick that on the trailer too. So we really got to like forget that or the job at the minute. Got to go grab the harvester. There's nothing. Yeah, we're gonna have to take this, aren't we? Really. So yeah, although you're a little faster. All the breads. There's 2 breads done. So that's a bit confusing because it wasn't showing terribly clearly what we'd actually got here, which is a bit bad. Right, okay, well, yeah, we should all attack that really. Right, let's go down the shop. I'll go grab the header. And yeah, then we'll come back. We'll take the lorry over to the field. Yeah, we can sort of sneak down there. It avoids the traffic problem. We ought to indicate. It's got very little indicators, hasn't it? Tiny weeny ones. So we did do a little bit better, because if that's 2 pallets and we got 2,000, that's actually 6,000, which is an awful lot better than 2. It's not. We're not going to like make an empire from it, but it's still not bad. glad when we can afford our own harvester, though. I mean, yeah, this is also means, again, this is what I was talking about. We can obviously put grain in. The other thing is we've got to try to do is to box clever, which means we need to work out how much. Whereabouts are we heading? I think it's straight over. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is straight to the left, over and to the right. Sorry, yeah, I was right, but I was wrong. My directions. So the overtaking sometimes goes a bit wrong, because the drivers get the knickers in a twist. Right, yeah, we'll be very glad, even if we've not seen any. We've only seen monster harvesters that are on, say, for 500 odd thousand so far. We haven't seen like the beautiful the 100 odd. Yeah, there's a couple of like 100 and 200,000 ones. We've not seen any of those on sale, or if we have, they were. No, I don't think we have. We've been trying to pay attention. Now we couldn't afford it because we've made that jump to the second field. So. So we need to grab the header and stick that on. So let's go. Let's make it nice and easy. Yeah, the other thing is I'm not sure. Yeah, I missed a trick. There's one thing that you all may know now, and that is that you have to enable straw swath every time. Oh, now oh, that's bizarre. That sort of makes a liar of me now. We had our harvester on Riverbend Springs, and I went out of the session after setting it to enable straw swap, and so I'm sure we had a bit. No, this will be it. We saw there's no other headers, so it's definitely right. And this is where we have to sort of come into weird out. Although I don't know that we do. It seems to be quite nice. That sort of, yeah, it sort of slips up it sort of thing. Brilliant. And send you on your merry way. Your straw slot enable. So if there's any straw or hay or whatever, then yeah, that's right. So we need to go to click on it. Yeah, you can click on it in any screen. I'm beginning to get this. We're 25, so we really need to be on the right hand side of the road, about there. And then we need to jump into that. We do need to clip it down. We need to make our way as well. Yeah, I was quite impressed with the driving skills of the driver. That it doesn't look like a drunken Wally that's driving down the road. Like I mean, it used to scare the living out. I always said they looked demon possessed in FS22, but that was usually with Follow Me. Yeah, I'm not sure. I can't remember. I'm sure if you did the Pathfinder, they were almost as bad. Yeah, I do quite like this map. Here's the starting harvest. It's got a reasonably sized hole, but I suppose it's not much different to the Deutz. That was about the same. We need some fuel, and we're a bit broken. Or the trailer is, one of us is. Yeah, in fact, yeah, let's go on me. Ooh, we're as bad. Right, I'm going to go into a time lapse because we have a few to harvest yet. So I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. the time lapse, it dawned upon me there are certain times that straw bales are better than if you've got no storage or loose straw, then really you can only carry one trailer full, whereas bales you can store in piles, and it doesn't matter if they sit on the side because they're like compressed and they're sort of fairly safe for a while before they disintegrate, and you don't need any storage for them. Whereas we've only got we've literally got a bale we might need to lease and stick on the side of our bales, because we've not really got anywhere for them. The other thing I was thinking, in the base game, straw's got very little value. I mean, it's true, I was thinking, what would you do with straw? And I thought, actually, you can actually make bricks with straw. It was done in the times of the Bible. Yeah, I mean, not just the straw, but what I mean is it was the main components of bricks, and they were very, in Egypt this is, the stories in the Bible, so it's not fibbing, and I'm not telling a porky, it's true. The Israelites had to gather straw. It was given to them to begin with, and then they had to gather their own, and they made bricks with it. And the architecture of Egypt is fairly renowned for being fairly solid. So what I mean is, you could make bricks with it. You could make straw hats, also a little bit like bamboo clothing. I'm quite sure you could, in fact, actually that is true. We can call this back because our harvest is not till September, is it? Is that right? Let's have a look. Is that right? We did look early, but it's not sticking. It is long grain rice is September, so we'd have to keep it 2 months, and we'd get the monthly hire. So yeah, we will ask the shop to collect this, and we will take our winnings. So it is true, it's safe on here. I don't know if you get hurricanes in. Is it Japan? I think it's Japan, isn't it? I think so. But yes, so we have 18 tons, which we're going to make bread with. Yeah, base game, straw's one of the most worthless, cheap things unless you've got to buy it. And then it's expensive in the game, that is. But what I mean is, it is a cheap commodity, but only if you've got plenty of it. Yeah, that's the original entrance, that little bit of brown on the left. Obviously it's sort of now disappeared into the, so we've got 18 tons of wheat that we're going to make into wheat flour, and that's what I'm saying, we need to do things like wheat. The other thing is we need to work out exactly how much, I think what we'll do is, because we've got a couple of months, we will do this, stick this in here into the to make wheat flour. We've also got to work out, I will spend more time, I apologise. On exactly how much. Has this got a... no, it's not. Or if it has, I haven't bought it. Exactly how much this will do now that it's right into it. So this is going to be, and it is a bit awkward. We found this before, so we've got to get this just right. We've got to work out the capacity of how much it will do in a year. So you know that if you've got more than 10 tons of something, it's like we said, we were better to split our fields if we've got medium-sized ones. It still says tip. So we're not right. I think that's not too bad. No. Still managed to hit it. Well, it's obviously got enough storage. That's the good news. Right, we're going to send that back before we get collared. No, that's not how you do it, is it? It's these here. You get to our vehicles. So I don't know why we're not selling. That's the one thing. We're looking for a Massey Ferguson header, which we're going to return yes. And if we do get that, the Massey or the Massey Harvester on special, then obviously that we really will, buy if it's at the right price for us. The Merlot's quite badly damaged, so we now need to switch on our production. as in like the rest. So we need to go to the grain mill. We need to do wheat, flour. We want to activate it. Oh, and it is just the same button. Right, brilliant. So then that's going to be, we don't want that to store, we want that to distribute to. Why does it change all of them? I think we're out of that, aren't we? There we are. So we switch that off so it doesn't charge us. So we've only got wheat flour, that is distributing. The wheat flour, what does that do in the bakery? As in what? And also, how much storage is there? Only holds 5,500 litres of that. And how much would it take? Yeah, what are the cycles per month? So 9 times 120 is, if you said it was 10, now this, and it's half of that for what it actually makes. So it does 10 times 120, which is 1,200 cycles per month, but it only makes 600 litres per month. So, it's quite expensive, so $60 per month. It's quite expensive, really, for what you're getting at the end. So, yeah, that is a little bit. Yeah, I suppose actually I'm thinking of this in the wrong way. Oh no, no, it is two separate breads. Yeah, it is. So the bread flour and the bread rice flour, they both are completely different cycles. So yeah, in fact, the rice flour is quite slow in comparison to normal, but that's still slow really as well. So it's only going to do in a year 120. If we said it's going to be 112, 600 litres per year, that's 600. 6,000, about 7.5 tons of bread in a year. Yeah, so that really means if it's processing 9 flour to make 4.5, it's halving it. So that means for every 2 of flour, it's producing 1 of bread. So yeah, it's quite heavy in loss, isn't it, really? My head hurts. That's too much mathematics for me. But yeah, a lot of it sometimes is we all know if we're making profit, you don't have to always do the sums, but it does pay to do a little bit of that. Some of that's not actually sitting on the bank, right? Is it? That copper ring. We're not supposed to see things like that. Yeah, it'll all get fixed and be all good. So yes, right. So that's all gone back. We've got a lot of straw to do, but it is true. It is definitely true about, I don't think there's anything yet that's, yeah, what is the price of straw? If we look in prices. Yeah, prices. What do we get for straw? I would imagine it's negligible. Usually is, but it would be nice to look. Straw. 34, we can sell it. 48 at its top in December. So if we'd got 100 tons, we would make 10 tons would be 340. It's 34 per 1,000 litres. I know, we'll just say a ton for simplicity. So that's 340. If you were going to do that, would be 3,400 for lugging 100 tons. It's not, I suppose you say it's not bad, but when you think about we just earned 2,000 for our rice, and obviously we've got the other probably 4. It's not bad. It's a lot of lugging though. That's definitely true, and I think it probably is better as you couldn't lug that loose. It would take you forever. Or I suppose you could stick it in something like that if you've got a belt system, but it's still a lot of work for very little profit. It always has been, really. You really want something like to make straw hats, or as I say, a bit like bamboo clothes for someone to use to make some sort of special. I don't know that you could. It's the fibres, but then again, I suppose straw's got fibres. So yeah, I'm sure if people looked at it long and hard enough, they could actually make something like that from straw. But you definitely could make straw hats. I mean, that's been done for thousands of years, and so I'm quite sure there are other things that are similar that you could weave straw into if you have a mind to do that. But I know you could definitely make bricks from it because it's like the proofs in the pudding. So you could use straw for that type of thing, and that would be quite amazing. Yeah, and worth quite a bit, but not a fortune, I'd imagine. It would be like a reasonable, but certainly more than straw as straw itself. I would definitely say that. Anyway, yeah, that is the end of this session. We're going to leave it there, and then we're going to go forwards next time. We are going to take this, that's why I don't want to go through. We're going to take this up to, yeah, the farmer's market. I wanted to do it now, but that's really sort of pushed us over the edge. We've done that field, got all that straw to either bale or, yeah, do something with. So, yeah. Do we go through to? No, we don't. We just said. No, we need to. I'm tired. No, we need to take that. Definitely. Yeah. So, yeah, that was a bit confusing because it didn't say we'd got that. So I'm not having a go at myself because actually it really was a bit confusing what was going on, and what it said was in there and what actually was in there was two separate things. Had we realised there was more oil, we would have taken it out because that's not what it says. It's almost like the storing bit outside, which we told it to store. We've not told it to distribute, or we're not told it. Yeah, we did tell it to sell, but obviously it's not selling, so we'll just tell it to store now. You really have got to click it. It's sort of like yellow, even if it's. So we want to change that to storing again because it's not doing anything anyway. So that one also. Oh yeah, that's canola oil. Ah, I've been an idiot, haven't I? I know, and you'll all be like going, "You've been clicking on canola oil." I have. Wally. Yeah, we need to be changing that to selling. Okay, okay. Well, in that case, let's wait an hour. Now it's on selling and see if you do the right thing, if it actually does do. It is funny, I am tired, I do admit it. So yeah, it was the. Yeah, that's more like it, isn't it? I did think it was highly unlikely. Oh, okay. So why is that not selling then? Yeah, but we're selling the long grain rice oil. So why are you not selling? It is like, to me, that's basically telling it that that's outside. In other words, it automatically puts. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about now. Yeah, it's because there's no space. You've got to like think about how this is done. It's a cottage industry. There is no proper storage. It piles up outside, and basically you've got to get rid of it. I get it. I do. So although it says selling, which it does imply it could be sold, really, if it says selling. So I don't know that I've got it that wrong. But yeah, we'll obviously we're going to take it next time. Something's not right. It's not selling or whatever. Whether my premise is right or whatever, you've got to sort of try and guess with giants, haven't you? But we've got two fields. We've got three industries. We've got many sort of pies in the oven, or you have very many knives in the drawer, whatever analogy you want to use. So, and we've now got a shed load of wheat that's going to take, I think, well over a year to do. And obviously, we would need more bakeries to actually produce more because this has got a limited amount that it can actually do. Of course, it can do rice flour and normal bread, so it's capable of doing two things, and in that case would obviously produce quite a bit of bread in time for the year. So again, it's like we've always said, it's income streams. You've got to max out your businesses, get them going, and then obviously we've got the oil business. Now this can obviously have quite a few oils. So again, there's there's the long and the short grain oil. So you could do two rice oils, really, thinking about it. Or could you? Is it still classed as rice oil? No, rice oil long grain rice and rice oil rice. It's different, isn't it? And there's also sunflower oil. So there's three oils. I probably wouldn't do olives in the base game. It's the equipment's expensive and all the rest. But the canola oil we can do, and the sunflower oil we can do. But that's very, very specialist. So, and also it's a lot of work for what you get out of it. I found in the base game, and I have done quite a bit of olives, enough to work out that the yield is fairly not so good, really. Yeah, I mean it is expensive. I think it's probably because the yield's quite poor. So we can do canola oil, sunflower oil, and the two rice oils. And that would then mean you're 4 times the amount of oil that's coming out because it's 4 separate oils. So although this is slow, it's going to actually earn you quite a lot of cash. So yeah, and by that time I would think we'd have 3 or 4 fields. So by that time I think what we're going to earn in the year would actually be different. The other thing is we have still got our income that is fortifying us a little with a little bit of cash every month. And it does vary, we know that. So bit by bit, when we've sort of got all the equipment we need, or when we're buying the bigger equipment for the proper rice things, that then we'll see we should flourish. And I'm really going to let this develop itself and see how well we do. I really am. So anyway, I'm waffling because I'm tired. So all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. I truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.